guys, same filming the finale for my winter project pan. I am so excited because I used up so many things in this project and hit my goals on so many products. And I have posted already my year-long project pan intro a little while ago. I will have that linked to the cards. I should have an update coming pretty soon on that one. But I told you guys that this year I really wanted to focus on more full-size products and things that I knew were going to take me longer. And I'm so proud because some of the products I put in here thinking it might take me up to 6 months to finish. Some of them I did finish in the 3 months, which feels amazing. I'm feeling more hopeful that I can finish even more products this year. So we'll see. I don't want to get carried away, but I feel like I can still be very proud of what I was able to finish up here. So if you guys have not seen my intro, first and second update, I'll have my playlist linked for you. So I was actually able to finish everything except for 2 products, and those 2 products are things that I knew were going to be long haul items that I wanted to just make as much progress on as possible. So the first thing I wanted to show you was just a little fragrance sample, Givenchy Irresistible. I do have a travel size of this now. This is one of the perfumes that I tried last year and really fell in love with, so I did use that up. I know I didn't put an actual fragrance in this project this time, but I did want to just go ahead and show you that I did use that up. And then for the makeup products, I did finish my face primer. This is the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. It was brand new at the time I rolled this in, and it will not pump out any more product. This is very good. I do think that this is super similar to the Smashbox Primerizer. I feel like I would have to literally put them on my face at the same time to notice a difference, but it is a very hydrating primer that does not feel heavy or slippery or sticky or anything. It just feels so nice. So I would definitely in the future love to have either this one or the Smashbox Primerizer in my collection as a good option for winter when I am a little bit more dry. But I am oily most of the time throughout the year, so it's not fully necessary for me to have something like this. But I'm so happy that I finished it up because I've had this in my collection for a few years and have just prioritized other things. But this is very, very good. Also one of the best Tarte products that I've tried. Next, I have a product I did not think I was going to finish at all, but I actually finished it today. This is the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation in Very Light Neutral 100. I know that you really can't see through the packaging except right here. The product is really stuck to the sides, but I left it upside down in a sample jar. I got my spatula in there and scraped as much as I could. I am so proud of this. So at the intro, this was too heavy for my scale. First update, it weighed 3.815 ounces. Second update, 3.573, and empty this weighs 3.158. And I ended up really loving this foundation. Even though it is more of like a natural finish, it did wear pretty well on me. It didn't look perfect by the end of the day, but it didn't break up or disappear terribly. And this is more of a medium coverage, and I have come to enjoy that a little bit more. I don't always feel like I need the fullest of full. My redness does still show through my cheeks sometimes when I'm wearing this, but usually once I have the rest of my face makeup on, you can't see it anymore. I don't love the smell of this. I definitely did get used to it. I've told you guys, I think this smells like hair bleach mixed with terrible like fake floral, and I got used to it. It wasn't so bad. This is something I would consider repurchasing maybe at the spring VIB sale 2024, so I can try to get through some more things, but I did end up really liking this. I did also finish my Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have 0.5 and took the stopper out and scraped as much as possible. I love the applicator. That flat paddle is so nice for shellacking on extra product if needed. This is a great color for me. It did brighten without looking too light. The undertone worked really well for me. I have heard that a lot of people feel like the Kosas foundation concealer products lean too yellow, but because I'm yellow tone, that works for me. But this was a really nice medium coverage concealer, had like a natural satin finish, wore really well. I didn't find it to be like super creasy or too thick. I really enjoyed this one. I would purchase this one in the future as well. But again, even though my concealer stash is not huge, I do have some other things I want to use up first, but I do feel like this is something that I would be happy to always have in my collection. It mixed well with lots of other products, and I feel like the coverage of this would make it still work well with a skin tint, whereas like a super full coverage concealer like Tarte Shape Tape might look a little silly, but this was really good. Was very impressed with this. Unfortunately, it does have the same scent as the foundation. Then I finished up my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Loose Setting Powder. This was also brand new at the intro. I took the sifter out and used up every bit of this. I really love this powder. I already have 2 other backups when they were on sale half off at Sephora at some point. This is a really good setting powder. It is not mattifying, so it's not going to make your skin look dry, but even though it says ethereal, I don't feel like it looks glowy either. There's definitely no shimmer in here. It just looks really nice. It sets the skin really beautifully. And this is something that really like works well for me basically all throughout the year. So it is something that I'm happy to have my 2 backups of, and then we'll see if I would repurchase it after that point. I know they took it away and brought it back. I don't know if they changed anything about it. I hope not, because this was really good. Next, I did finish my Kosas Airbrow Gel. It is the clear version. I had taken out the stopper a little while ago, and I told you guys that I was scraping the product on the back of my hand, applying it, picking back up what was left, putting it in here so that I could use it all up. I know this is gross, just used it on myself. Not really worried about it, but hopefully you can see. All gone. I used up all the product. This was okay. I like the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel much better. I think it has a stronger hold. So this is not something I'd repurchase, but it was really raved about, so I'm glad that I was able to try a little mini before I went and purchased a full size. Then I did finish my Clarins Hydra Essential Moisture Replenishing Lip Balm. I had ended up putting the rest of it in a little sample jar just to make it easier to use. I didn't cut it open. I'm sure that there's some on the top and on the bottom, but not enough for me to really fool with. I did like this. I found it to be hydrating. I would definitely use up another sample if I got it, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I know Clarins is super duper expensive. And then I was so happy that I was able to use up the lip gloss I rolled in last month. And this is a little mini Lawless Forget the Filler gloss in Velvet. I love this shade. I would definitely purchase this shade in the future. And I think these have half the amount of product as a full size, but I went through it really quickly. So you can see all used up. I also love this applicator because it looks like a little chair, so it does a good job of like hugging the lips. And I actually finished this early enough that I was able to work on some other products that I will show you in my upcoming year-long project pan update, so be excited for that. But I enjoyed using this. I'm still trying to fully decide how I feel about the Lawless glosses. They feel nice on the lips. They give a really nice shine, and they are a little bit thicker. They don't feel sticky when you're wearing them, but as they wear off, they feel a little bit sticky. But I feel like overall, I do still like them. I like Tower 28 better, but these last longer on the lips than Tower 28. So I still really enjoy these. I am not going to do it anytime soon, but I definitely am looking forward to in the future trying to use up a full size and seeing how long that one lasts me, considering I did get through the mini pretty quickly, but I really do love this color. Not going to repurchase it anytime soon. I have a lot of glosses that I need to use up before repurchasing any, but this will be on my list for repurchasing in the future. So then I have the 2 products that I was not able to finish. The first being the Decay Deslick Setting Spray. This was brand new. Setting sprays take me a really long time to get through when they are full size like this. And this had previously been too heavy for my scale, but a weight has showed up now, which is amazing. Makes me feel so good. And it is weighing at 3.414 ounces. This is something I'm going to roll into my spring project to hopefully finish completely. And just having a weight is going to motivate me more, although I did do a really good job after the first month of sticking to this. And also this last month, since I decided to roll out my primer sprays, I use this most days as a primer and a setting spray. I don't know if it made a huge difference, but it didn't do anything bad. I don't feel wasteful doing that, so I think I'll just continue doing that in spring and then see how quickly I can get through this. I don't go spray crazy, but I will continue using it as a primer and a setting spray. I don't find this to be particularly mattifying. I don't notice a difference between this and the regular all-nighter, but I do like it, but I would just stick with the original. And then we have my Mercier Caviar Stick in Rush, and hopefully you can see I did work down the nub that I had left, and then it kept falling out. So I decided to smush that nub and then scrape out all the product from here into a sample jar, like you guys know I like to do with my cream shadow sticks. And this is all that I have left, which is amazing. I had so much of that shadow stick to begin with. I'm feeling so accomplished. So this is going to roll over into my spring project. I'm thinking, even though it shouldn't take me that long, I think that it will, because like I'm not going to use a purpley base like this with a champagne lid shade like I'm wearing today. So those are my updates on the things that I still had in the project as of last month, but quickly I wanted to show you the things that I used up in previous months and let you know if I repurchased them or not. So I did decide to remove from the project and declutter from my collection these two mists that I was using as primer sprays, Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist and the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm going to give both of these to a friend who has more dry skin. I think she would really get some more benefits out of using this than I would, and honestly they were moving pretty slowly, especially the Peach and Lily, that it was getting on my nerves. So I still feel good about that decision to just declutter them. But then for the things that I finished earlier in the project, I had some little deluxe size samples of things that I wanted to hopefully finish in the month of December so I could count them towards my 2022 makeup empties, because I was just so close to 100 products. So glad I did that because it worked out. It'd be these three things here. Little mini Smashbox Primerizer primer. I already told you guys I love this. Then a little mini Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. I do like this. It's not my most favorite powder of all time, but I do have some other travel sizes that I hope to use up hopefully sometime this year. We'll see, and then I'll kind of make a decision, but very expensive, and I'm fine using my Dermablend powder instead. This one I feel like can maybe make my under eyes look a little bit more crepey, and it can also darken my concealer, but I still think it's a good product. And if I get any more minis, I will keep them to use it up. And then I also threw in a little Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. I get through these minis pretty quickly, and it was older in my collection, so I was happy to knock that out, and I really enjoy it. It is like the setting spray that I would choose to repurchase. But then I also used up a second to get these knocked out, and then I told myself, Heather, you did this last year, cut it out, just focus on your full size now. So that's what I did. I still have a couple more minis for travel, and I think I got all of them last year, so they're still pretty fresh, so I feel good about that. And then I finished up these two mini glosses I was using in combination. This feels incredible. This is a Buxom Full On Lip Cream in Royale, and I would not repurchase this. It's a pretty color, but definitely not something that I would reach for often. And then I have this M Cosmetics True Gloss and Secret Blush. I believe that this formula is being discontinued. It's been on sale for a while. I haven't seen this shade still available. Really nice formula though, pretty color. I actually loved pairing these together, and that's also how I got through them so quickly. And I basically put this combo on before each of my sessions. So these are also both a little older in my collection, so it feels fantastic finishing both of these up, but I wouldn't repurchase either of them. So I was able to finish up 13 makeup products in this project, which feels amazing. A lot of these things were full size, which feels even better. I focused so much on sample sizes over the past couple years. I'm really proud of myself for focusing on full sizes and it not feeling like torture to get through. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I would love to know what projects you're doing right now and what items you're working on. I will have my spring intro coming up next. I will have an update for my year-long makeup project pan coming soon, and I do also post monthly updates for my non-makeup project pan where I'm focusing on hair, skin, and body products. So I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.